again. Right, you might be familiar with the image on the back cover of my book, Bigfoot is a Fairy Tale. Well, it's the 27th of December 2024 and we're back at Sunbencher Church, and just going around the church for those that cannot manage to get here. They may be in a different country or a different part of the UK, but just to give you a bit of background to the features seen here at this 12th century church. Now this is the most amazing Green Man carving here, and potentially one of the best ones in the UK itself. As you can see, he's got these big leaves sprouting out, and it looks like it's autumn or late summertime, because you've got birds pecking at the berries here. They look like rose hips. But what you got is coming out of the mouth, it's sprouting out these wonderful leaves, as if to say he's concealed by nature and he's part of nature, and nature is obviously very close to him. So it's a wonderful, wonderful sculpture of the Green Man. But that's not the only one here, and they're the ones that are outside of the building, so we're going to go and have a look at those now. But have a look around at the church here. I've had a look and I can't find any other Green Men sculptures in the church or features, but it's a lovely building. Remember, 12th century, so 100 or so, well, probably less than 100 years after the Battle of Hastings, and we've got this this church being built. So very much a Norman church. Right. And nothing there. Another sculpture, but right. What we do is leave a contribution here as well. Come on, visit. Right, go out and have a look outside. Really nice architecture here. So a number of people have gone through these doors over 1,000 years, or best part of 1,000 years. But if you turn around and look over here, we've got the Bell House, which is a pub. Now, the story about how it got its name is I was told by a local that the church here, during the English Civil War in the 1600s, they hid the bell from the church inside the pub there, because they were going around collecting as much ironwork as possible, all to be melted down to be made into other military artifacts. So that's how the Bell House got its name. The bell's back in the tower. You can see it's a Norman tower, square shape. Let's go and have a look around here and see if we can find any other Green Men. Now, if you look up there, there's another Green Man. Look at the leaves, they all look withered and not very nice. So I've got a feeling about that, and that is potentially linking it to winter. Now if you look at I brought a compass this time, and okay, so which direction is that? North is there. Oh, let's do it against there. North is there. So the church is facing the east, and that one is facing the south, which I find bizarre actually, because I would have thought the winter would have been facing the north. But yeah, there's a green man there, and you have it. Do you manage to focus in on it?
Yeah.
Here we've got another green man at the top of this window, which is facing east. So this is part of the old church, and look at the sculpture coming out of that. I don't quite know what that represents. Cow or something like that? I don't know. But you can see at the top of that arch, you've got two faces, human faces, and then you've got a green man at the top. And here, more sculptures. This looks a little bit more modern. I can't quite say, or it's protected. Looks like that has been added at a later stage. But you've got two features there. And this looks really old though, this doorway here. And you can see the carvings here of medieval characters. I mean, that looks like a bishop, and this looks like a king or something like that. So I don't know who that one represents. But yeah, lovely. Now, when you come around here, it's not very light because it's midwinter, but you can see that one there, another green man, and this one looks like he's got ivy growing out of his face. So again, are we looking at a winter style feature here, similar to that one there? Maybe that was autumn, this one's winter. You've got ivy, so symbolism there is potentially the seasons. Now you come around here, see another number of sculptures of the window, and that's looking directly east, which you'd expect it to be, and all the graves are lined up to the east as well. And some of these graves, this one is dating back to 1872, 1839. So it looks like a family tree there. Here on this side we've got a really lovely green man. You can see that one, that's got acorns, lots of acorns, and supposedly oak leaves. So this one I would say is a representation of the summer stroke autumn, but certainly summertime. I think you get the acorns coming at the end of summer. So the symbolism here with the oak king, so again seasonal, and this one's looking north, he's looking to the north, and then you've got some nice carvings there. I'm not sure what they represent, but I'm sure somebody will know. Look at the roof tiles. Isn't it nice? Those stone roof tiles. So as I say, this is a 12th century church, so dating back to shortly shortly after the Battle of Hastings. Coming around this side, so we're looking on the north side. You can see it looks like a crown on the top of that chap. And here, now you can see there's a slight change in the makeup of the church. Here you've got the I don't know what was that on the roof. No, same style roof, but look at the stone. This is a lot more cut and block-like. Looks like it's a different stone as well. And look at the outside features. It's all changed. Very different to the arches there. Now, still very old, but this part, including the tower, is likely to be the part that dates back to the 15th century, so the 1400s, so 200 years after that part of the building was constructed. Now the thing is, with that part of the building, you've got the green men on each corner of the stonework. Here, because we've got the 15th century tower built on side it, there is no cornerstone of where a green man potentially would have been. So we're missing that, and don't quite know what would have been there. But you can see it's still very old. I mean, 1400s. But you can see still in the Norman style, but dating to the 1400s. But why am I showing green men images on a church related to Bigfoot? Well, if you've read the book Bigfoot, it's a fairy tale, then there is a section on Sutton Bedinger and how it links in with the church here, with the wider subject. Now, a lot of people understand that the green man links with the nature and the spirits of nature. In the same vein as we're talking about the spirit of the woods being some entity that is unknown and has abilities over and above human. And this bit looks. So this is facing the west. Now it's made from a oolitic limestone, so it's weathered away a lot quicker. Again, don't know what was there, but still we've got some carvings there which seem to link in with the other side. But the one that we really want to look at, and you can see here, and we're looking on the west side now, and you can see the part of the original church here, and then how it links in with the tower there. You can see it, the carving stops at that corner, and then they built it up over the top. So this is part of the original. And if you look at the carving there, what's that doing there? Can you home in on that? Try and get as close up to that as possible. Mm. But you'll see, okay, we've had green men carvings at each corner of the church, apart from this one where the 15th century tower was built alongside it, and then here we've got a sculpture of an ape-like figure. What's that doing there? Particularly on the corner, which is facing the south. So if you look along here, you've got carvings of different animals and stuff like that, but the one that is the most impressive is right in the corner, and it's an ape-like character. What's that doing there? I mean, that looks very, very old. We're talking this dating back to the time of the original church was built. So we're looking at 12th century. On a 12th century church associated with the Green Men carvings. I think there's a very much the symbolism there is striking, and that is something I'm going to be discussing in my second book. It's all linked in, because he is representing the spirit of the forest, the same as the others on the corner, each corner of the church. So Bigfoot hunting, it's not just about researching in the forest. If we start looking at the historical context, we're looking at people that didn't understand the natural world surrounding them, and even us today, we don't fully understand what's going on, because Bigfoot is not accepted as a creature or an entity or a subject. It's ridiculed. But in bygone times, they were trying to make sense of it. And look at that, a feature in the shape of an ape associated with the Green Men carvings on each corner of this church. So, mind-blowing, isn't it? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. It's a bit different to the normal videos I do, but it just gives reference to the wider picture and the background. You've got the historical reference. Now, everyone is saying that, you know, Bigfoot didn't exist in the UK, or doesn't exist in the UK. Well, that's not quite the case, is it? I mean, why is that there on a 12th century church? Why have we got the Green Man? Why is that? But my second book will delve into that in a bit more detail. But anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you've got something out of this, and you've been able to see Sutton Bender Church and the features that are on offer here. Well worth a visit if you can get here.